Alright, I'm going to make this quick video here about Bernie Sanders and him saying that white people don't know what it means to be poor. And I'm going to title this video, Jews, especially Bernie Sanders, doesn't know what it means to be poor. He doesn't know. So I'm just going to read you a few things here. The power of lies, deceptions, and disinformations as Americans pay the price of collective stupidity. You know very well, and the stupid Americans know very well, equally well, that we control their government. Irrespective of who sits in the White House, you see, I know it, and you know it, that no American president can be in position to challenge us even if we do the unthinkable. What can they, Americans, do to us? We control Congress, we control the media, we control showbiz, and we control everything in America. In America, you can criticize God, but you can't criticize Israel. With that being said, 6 companies own the world's media, 96% of the world's media. So you can go look that up for yourself if you don't believe me. But Bernie Sanders doesn't know what it means to be poor. So who is he to say that white people, he doesn't classify himself as white. He says he's Jewish. So he's not saying he has any connection to European ancestry at all. His first allegiance is to Jewish people. So let me just show you this also here. This is from politicsin.com. Jewish Americans are the most powerful and influential ethnic group in America. Jewish Americans make up 2% of the U.S. population, yet comprise 40% of U.S. billionaires. Oh, interesting coming from this man that says white people don't know what it means to be poor. Because I'm pretty sure most white people aren't Jews. So apparently if you're not part of the Bernie Sanders crew and you're part of his secret society of Jews, then you won't be part of the 48% of the U.S. billionaires. So let me go ahead and read this again. Like I said, it's from politicsin.com, but I'm sure there's many more statistics online you can find yourself. 48% of U.S. billionaires are Jewish. Jewish Americans are the most powerful and influential ethnic group in America. Jewish Americans make up 2% of the U.S. population, yet comprise 40% of U.S. billionaires. So if Jewish Bernie Sanders said that white people don't know what it means to be poor, well, why doesn't him and his Jewish buddies stop freaking siphoning off the American people's wealth? 18% of Jewish households have a net worth of $1 million or more. More than 55% of all Jewish adults receive a college degree, and 25% earned a graduate degree. More than 60% of all employed Jews are in one of the highest 3 statute jobs categories: professional or technician. 41% management and executive, 13%, and business and finance, 7%. Over 45% of the large gifts made to charity are made by Jewish Americans. Over 50% of Jewish Americans live in the 4 states: New York, New Jersey, Florida, and California. Lawrence Ellison is worth $25 billion. Sheldon Adelson is worth $20 billion. Sergey Brin is worth 18. Larry Page is worth 18. Michael Dell is worth 17. Steve Ballmer is worth 15. Carl Icahn is 14. Michael Bloomberg 11. George Soros 9. Samuel Newhouse 8. And on and on. Rupert Murdoch, CEO, News Corp. Uh, Robert Iger, CEO of Walt Disney. Philip Dunman, CEO of Viacom. Jeff Zucker, CEO of NBC Universal. David Weston, President of ABC News. Donald Graham, CEO of Washington Post. Should I go on? I mean, my gosh. So to say that it's white people, I'll play it right here. Let's see here. Let me just stop that for a moment. I happen to know Bernie Sanders because I've lived in the ghetto. I am living in the ghetto. I've lived in the ghetto before. I've got meth heads walking around all spun out. And we have all these different races brought here from around the world that the Jews love to celebrate. And you say it's such a great thing, but everybody's so unhappy here. But, let's ignore that. And then he says, I don't know what it is like to live in a ghetto. Well, neither does Bernie Sanders because he's like a career politician, so he's been in Washington his whole life making all this money off of you. Yeah, he doesn't know that we don't know what it's like to be poor coming from a Jew, and he apparently knows what it's like to be poor, but yeah, we don't know what it's like to be hassled walking down the street. All those white girls that got raped, and the Swedes, rape capital of the world now. They don't know. No, they're stupid. Oh, well, I guess that hasn't happened in Bernie Sanders' world, but it has happened in other people's reality. And apparently, if it doesn't happen to Bernie, then it doesn't happen. So with that being said, here Bernie Sanders here. Right, just look at all their faces. Like, yeah, this guy's smiling. Ha ha ha. This guy, girl. Ha ha ha. They think it's all funny. Like, we have this old man saying that he's gonna take on the establishment when he is the establishment. Everything this man represents is the establishment. Because the old establishment was taken over a long time ago and replaced with these hippies, which was Bernie Sanders' generation. And now today he's acting like he is against the establishment when he is the establishment. The Jewish establishment has been in power for a long time. But that's Bernie Sanders for you. So, he says, I'm Jewish, and that white people don't know what it means to be poor. But I see a lot of poor white people. Let me just go here. Yep. Apparently, these people don't know what it means to be poor. These people aren't white. These people aren't white. These people aren't white. Yeah, this is what the media wants to say. Only this existed, not this. So there was only white people that were struggling to survive. Or, I mean, only black people. White people were slave owners and blah, blah, blah. This one's a famous picture. This is in South Africa, the poor whites. Anyways, so when you hear Bernie Sanders saying that white people don't know what it means to be poor, well, I have to question him because I see plenty of people where I live locally that are white people who are poor. But I guess they're just, they're not Jewish, so it's okay to do that. Oh, this is Dana White. What a fag. He thinks it's funny while they go and fix games, their sports. Yep. I just typed in homeless people. Oh wait, homeless white people. Let's just type homeless. Yeah, see, Bernie, 48% of the US billionaires are Jewish. I don't see any Jewish homeless people here. Do you? No, I don't see any of them. I don't see any Jews. Oh. But Bernie says the wealthy politician who's lied his whole life since the civil rights movement, still lying to this day, told everybody all these promises that he couldn't keep, and he'll just keep doing that, and he'll live in his private community, and he'll have a private jet to Israel the next day because he has an allegiance to Israel and he doesn't care about anybody else. So good for Jewish Bernie Sanders. Bernie. Fuck you, Bernie Sanders.